Sunday afternoon baseball is next. And a good Sunday afternoon, everybody, in the AA Texas League. Today, the final game of this 4-game set between the Frisco RoughRiders and the Amarillo Sod Poodles, your first half champions. Tomorrow night, Amarillo will host a 3-game set at Midland before their 4-game series against the Frisco RoughRiders. Amarillo will return home on Monday night, August 13th, as they take on a 4-game series against the Midland Rockhounds. And then taking on Frisco for a final 3 games of the season. Well, we are ready for some baseball, and we got a 4 o'clock game on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Clear skies are forecast, and we are ready to go. And now, fans, get out your scorecards as we present your starting lineups. First, for the visiting Frisco RoughRiders. Leading off for Frisco, the second baseman, number 56, Yanni Hernandez. Charles LeBlanc, the second baseman, bats second in the lineup for the RoughRiders. LeBlanc at second. Batting third, the third baseman, Josh Young, will bat third in the lineup. Batting fourth, the catcher, Nick Sifo. Sifo catching, batting fourth. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Henry Ramos. Ramos in fifth position. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez. Batting seventh, the DH and cleanup hitter, Steele Walker. Walker, the designated hitter. In left field, Bubba Thompson. Thompson in left. And batting ninth, round out the batting order, shortstop Josh Morgan, as he'll round out the batting order for Frisco here today. And on the mound for the RoughRiders, Brock Burke. Burke on the mound for the Frisco RoughRiders. And now your first half South Division Amarillo Sod Poodles. Leading off for your Soddies, Ivan Castillo. Castillo at second. Jackson Whitaker will be the first baseman today, bat second for Amarillo. Whitaker at first. Luis Campusano, the catcher, have the catching duties today, batting third. Batting fourth, the right fielder, Taylor Colway. Colway in right. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Eric Heim. Heim at third. The designated hitter, Chris Muriel, bats sixth in the lineup tonight. Muriel, the DH. Left fielder, Lee Bloom, bats seventh in the lineup. Bloom batting seventh. Batting eighth is the shortstop, Manolo Capufa. Correction, Capufa is short. And batting ninth is the center fielder, Dre Overstreet, as he rounds out the batting order for Amarillo. And then taking the mound for this Sunday afternoon's game, starting pitcher for the Saudis, Lake Baker. Baker on the mound for Amarillo. And that is your starting lineups. It's time for baseball here on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the AA Texas League. Today, the finale of 4 between the Frisco RoughRiders and the Amarillo Sod Poodles. It's baseball, it's the show, and it's coming up next. JBaker taking the mound for the home crowd here this afternoon. Getting ready to do his pitching here to start off the final game of the 4-game series. He is height 6'3", 215 pounds, and the age 25 prospect here today. Leading off for Frisco, Yanni Hernandez. And we are ready for some Sunday afternoon baseball. First pitch on its way. And we are underway. The 4-seam fastball is in there for a strike. Now the count 0-1. First pitch, 4 o'clock on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Glad you guys are tuning in with us as we are pretty much underway of this game. 0-1. And that's going to be line foul. Now into the hole, 0-2. Finale of this 4-game set before Amarillo heads to Midland. And that's going to get him. Oh my goodness, what was that all about?
Batting second.
And he just drills him right there. Right in the leg. And he gets to go to first. Now stepping in, Charles LeBlanc. Coming in after a prospect getting hit in the leg. That'd be the leadoff hitter. First pitch on its way, and that's going to be a 4-seam fastball in there for strike 1. Gotta say, today's temperature smack dab at 85 degrees. Beautiful afternoon. Do see shirts and shorts here today. Don't forget there'll be jerseys included. Now the count now 0-2. Well, we got updates to tell y'all, and I will say it. San Antonio going back to AA. Padres organization. Be of 5 ball clubs for the South Division. And Wichita, the Wind Surge, getting demoted to AA baseball. They'll be part of the North Division. And that's going to miss. And they're going to throw to second, but no advance as of to no avail. And I don't know if the Heat's taking it out on Baker, but he sure better get his act together. That's going to be lined right to the left fielder. Makes the catch, and that's the first out of the inning. And time now to give you the starting lineups of today's visitors, and here it is. Got a whole good lineup here as of you see on your screen. Gotta say they are here to play some baseball. Wrap up 4 games here in Amarillo. Don't forget Frisco will go and play Corpus Christi after today's game. Josh Young up to the plate now. 1 ball, no strike, 1 out, 1 on first. And that's going to be a 4-seam fastball, 95 on the radar gun for strike 1. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Shout outs to get to fans of Frisco, Texas watching us. Got fans in section 101 watching and waving at us at our cams. I say that right there is pretty good. And he's going. And that's going to go foul. Way high up there. And that one's going to bounce off the restroom. count now 2-2. And oh my goodness, that's going to be a double play, 3-6-4, and that will do. The inning is over. We head to the bottom half of the first. Amarillo up to bat. Brock Burke, the starting away pitcher for Frisco, is on the mound here today. 11 walks, 14 strikeouts, 7.43 for his ERA. And you got to see that he's a pretty good Texas Rangers guy. Just like Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
The second baseman.
Now that I bring in Ivan Castillo as we start the bottom half of the home first. Takes a four-seam fastball in the strike zone for strike one. Got a beautiful fan base today. We got a big crowd under a nice Sunday afternoon sky. There is no clouds. And that one is going to drill him. And I guess they get even right there. One pitcher drills one, the other drills the other. Oh, my goodness gracious. Now bring up Jackson Whitaker. Boy, howdy. You don't see that every day. So I guess one team gets even, the other team gets in there. Four-seam fastball, now inside the zone, 0-1. Boy, my goodness gracious, you don't see that every day. Crazy as all get out. I will say it right there. And the count now 0-1. Outside the zone, that curveball, 1-1. Frisco in their road grays, sod poodles in their home whites. Beautiful jerseys. And that's going to be outside. Now the count now 2-1 strike. And they'll throw back to first. And he's safe. Now the 2-1. And on the ground, that would be a, double play right there, and that's two quick outs. And here's the starting lineups of your first half South Division Amarillo Sod Poodles. Gotta say, what a lineup we see here. Just a great lineup. These guys are ready to play ball like no tomorrow. A few more weeks of the regular season. You gotta say, Amarillo in the playoff spots. They've had a great season this year. I'm not going to tell you a big fat fib right there. Amarillo just on the first season, just getting up in there after their road start at Corpus Christi. Amarillo has been really a destructive team as of this year. Got to say, they will make the playoffs as of the end of August. Got 8 games. We got 4 against Tulsa, and we got 4 against Arkansas. Line, that's got to be a base hit right up in the center field. Got to say, we can't wait to greet San Antonio. Open arms, we are saying. Amarillo will be the AA affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. San Antonio being a AA for the San Diego Padres. And let's give you the list of what's going on and the ball clubs in the Texas League. And gotta say, we are going to introduce San Antonio to the AA Texas League and also Wichita as well. So the Wind Surge will be downgraded from AAA. So that's going to be pretty good when they start that. One and two. And that's going to be fouled off the curveball. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Going to look at the Texas League teams. And that cutter will even things up at 2 and 2. Got 10 ball clubs. Here we go. There it is. That'd be strike 3 called. And we will come back to you with these ball clubs and the top half of inning number 2 and no score. Leading off this inning, Nick Sifo.
The catcher, number 58.
.167 average. Comes up to bat for the top half of inning number 2, and that's going to be high. And the hot corner man gets that one away. Time now to look at your defensive lineups for the home team. And patrolling in left field, Lee Bloom. A few games ago, he hit a grand slammer. I was surprised at that one. And gotta say, his reputation precedes him. Now batting 5th, Henry Ramos, as he takes a 4-seam fastball inside the zone for a strike, 0-1. Here is your North Division teams. You got Arkansas Travelers, Northwest Arkansas Naturals, Springfield Cardinals, Tulsa Drillers, and the Wichita Wind Surge, who will be the AA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins. So Wichita will be that AA affiliation. Amarillo will be the Arizona Diamondbacks. Corpus Christi will still remain the Houston Astros organization. Frisco will still be the Texas Rangers. The Midland Rockhounds, the Oakland A's territory. And the San Antonio Missions, the San Diego Padres. We're getting at least 2 more teams that we'll be having for 2021. So that's going to be really good right there. Now the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's going to be popped up to the left fielder. And he'll make the catch, 2 down.
Batting 5th, the center fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez.
And now bring up the center fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez. And that's going to be lined. Chasing after it. The center fielder, oh no, he can't get there. And he's going to run home with it. And he will be in there on a inside the park home run.
The designated hitter.
And oh my goodness, just look at this. Frisco gets on the board first. So my goodness. And you hear the crowd just booing. And now I bring in Steele Walker as he takes a 4-seam fastball. 95 on the radar gun for strike 1. Boy, howdy. Crazy as it say. That run comes across to score. And Baker is just in a heap of trouble. Hoping he's not losing his confidence out there on the mound, but let's hope he isn't. 1-1 delivery. And that changeup outside. Now the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1. Here it is. In there for a strike. Now the count now 2-2. Things evened up at 2 outs. 2-2 the count. Nobody on. A run across the score, and that will get him. And that will retire the side. 1 run on a few base hits, no errors. Frisco up in front, 1-0 as we head to the bottom half of the second. Bottom of the second now, stepping in, Eric Hine.
Eric Hine.
Here's the pitch. And that's outside for a ball. Now the count now 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss on that 4-seam fastball. Now the count 1-1. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. It's our last day to be here before our 7-game road series. 3 at Midland and 4 at Frisco. And we will be back on Monday, August 13th, taking on 4 games against Midland. So Midland will get to come here for a final 4 times of the season. And that'll be a swing and a miss and a changeup, and there's 1 away. Burke getting his 2nd strikeout.
Hitter, Greg Muriel.
And now I bring up Chris Muriel. And there's a 4-seam fastball inside the zone for a strike. And now the count now 0-1. The 0-1. Did he go? Yes, he did, says the home plate umpire. Now the count now 0-2. Bottom half of the second, 1-0 our score as the RoughRiders are in top half of it. And that's going to be a curveball swung on and miss, and that is the 2nd out of the inning. And Burke getting his 3rd strikeout of this game.
Lee Bloom.
And now bring up Lee Bloom up to the plate now. Bloom was the grand slam of the other day's ball game. Gotta say, this guy can hit a grand slam. I think he should hit a single here. One of the best hitters that should be called up to AAA El Paso. Curveball, and he's going to be swing and miss, and now he's down in it. 0-2. 0-2, here it is. Outside that changeup. Now the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. I think he's arguing about that call, saying, how could that be? You call that a ball? Guessing you cannot argue balls and strikes to a home plate umpire. Did he go around? No, he didn't. And that's ball 2. Now the count 2-2. And that is strike 3 called, and that will end the inning. And that's the side retired. We go to the top half of inning number 3. Frisco up in front 1-0. Top of the 3rd set to go, and stepping in, the left fielder, Bubba Thompson.
Number 1, Bubba Thompson.
Here's the pitch. And that's at the knees for a 4-seam fastball, now in there for strike 1. Great crowd we have here today, gotta say. Top of the 8th inning. We should have the record of how many are here today. Gotta say, every Sunday game. And that's gonna be fouled. And oh my goodness. Watch out over there, y'all. Watch out. Don't want anybody getting hit, drilled in the back or whatever. Curveball. Now the count now 1 ball, or correction, 2-2. It's gonna say 1 ball and 2 strikes, but that's a correction. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. And that's gonna be lined. And that'll be a base hit. And that will land right onto the outfield grass.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Josh Morgan.
And now bring up the shortstop, Josh Morgan. Up to the plate now. Base runner at first, nobody out, top of the 3rd. One-0. Down at the knees, the changeup. Now the count now 1-1. One and one. And that's going to get fouled right in there into right. Now 1-2. Swing and miss. Gets him fooled right there for the first out of the inning. And Baker's got a strikeout.
Now batting,
beautiful.
the second baseman, Yoni Hernandez.
Now bring up Yoni Hernandez. In the first inning. And that four-seam fastball is outside the zone. Now the count now 1 ball, no strikes. Do apologize. Got the sniffles or something. Must be allergy season. 1-0. Here it is. And that's outside that four-seam fastball. Now the count 2 balls, no strikes. 2-2. In there for a changeup. Now 2 balls and a strike. Two and 1. And that's going to be a base hit. And that right there, they'll have 2 base runners on, first and second.
Now batting.
And that right there, getting crazy already. Things getting heated up. Now bring in Charles LeBlanc as he takes a four-seam fastball. Now the count 0-1. LeBlanc flied out in the first inning, 0 for 1 here in today's game. Gotta say hello to everybody tuned in. And that's going to be a base hit. And he's going to rush it. And he's in across the score. And that right there, Frisco is getting up there.
Josh Young.
And we're going to have some time on the mound now. And got to say, it's time to take this guy out of the game. Here comes the manager as he will make the change for the bullpen. And I do got to say, he is in line for the L, not focusing his mechanics.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention,
and they
please.
will call up Emmanuel Ramirez right to the mound. A run came across to score. And got to say, the result is the starting pitcher, Lake Baker, just not having it in his best stuff today. Four-seam fastball. Now the count 1 ball, no strikes. As Josh Young will greet the pitcher. 1-0, here it is. Outside that four-seam fastball. Now the count 2-0. 1 out. Base runners at first to second. 2-0 our score. Frisco up on top. 2-0. And that's going to get fouled off. And now the count now 2-1. Two and one, and that's going to be high pop-up. Chasing after it, the left fielder, and makes the catch. And that right there will be the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 58.
And now bring up number 58, Nick Sifo. 0 for 1, a pop-out in the second inning. First pitch on its way. In there for the four-seam fastball at the corner for a strike, 0-1. 0 for 1 for Sifo here today. 0 and that right there is in there, 0-2. I gotta say, one more strike and he could get out of this. 0-2, here it is. Swung and missed, got him looking. And that right there will retire the side. Bottom half of the third coming up. Manolo Capufa start the home third. Next.
Leading it off, the shortstop.
The shortstop, Manolo Capufa, coming up to bat now to start the bottom half of the home third. And that's a cutter inside for a strike, 0-1. Looking to get a base hit, get the runs coming in at the premiums. Curveball outside, now the count now 1-1. 80 miles an hour. Did it say that on there? I think it did. 80 miles an hour. And that's going to be high pop-up. Chasing after it, the center fielder. Pablo Martinez makes the catch, and he takes the first out of the inning.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Dre.
And now bring up the center fielder, Dre Overstreet. Overstreet coming into this game. Now here's the pitch. And that's going to be drilled right to the hot corner. And they'll get the second out on a 3 unassisted.
Now batting, second baseman, Ivan.
And now bring in Ivan Castillo. Hit by pitch in the first. Got to say Frisco and Amarillo now even by hitting one another. Cutter outside. Now the count now 1 ball and no strikes. And they're in there for a strike. Now the count now 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it is. Whoa, look out. That one nearly got him. Now the count now 2-1. Two and one, here it is. And that one gets fouled off, and now the count now 2-2. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Did he go? No, he didn't. It's ball 3. Now the count now 3 balls to 2 strikes here in the bottom half of the third. And that's going to be hit high. Pablo Martinez gets his eyes on it, makes the play, and that will end the inning. We go to the top of the 4th coming up. Frisco up front, 2-0. And we'll be right back as we take our first commercial break here. And we'll be right back. And now we're back with Texas League Baseball on this Sunday afternoon as we start the top half of the 4th inning. And that's going to be lined right in the center. Center fielder makes the play down the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez.
And now bring up Julio Pablo Martinez. 1-for-1 solo home run for him. And that's going to be lined. Center fielder make the chase, and he got it. Make that 2 quick outs here.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Steele.
And now
Walker.
Bring up the designated hitter, Steele Walker. 0-for-1 strikeout in the second. Gotta say, Emmanuel Ramirez just getting up in there. 2 outs and on 2 flyouts. 1-0, here it is.
Nope.
And that one hits the corner, but it will not be called strike. That's 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0, here it is. Outside ball 3. On deck, the left fielder, Bubba Thompson. So Thompson coming in. 3-0, here it is. And that 4-seam fastball is in there for a strike. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. Three balls and 1 strike. Here it is. And that one gets fouled for a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2. And that's going to be lined. Colway makes the catch, and that will end the inning. We played 4.5. Bottom of inning number 4 coming up. And Frisco up front 2-0. Leading off this inning, Jackson Whitaker.
The first baseman, Jackson.
First baseman
Whitaker.
here today. And oh my goodness, that's going to be hit high. Look at it. Get gone out of here. Oh my goodness. The Whitaker comes in a solo homer. Man, wow. And they finally get on the board. 98.9 exit velocity, and they will be down by only 1 run, trailing Frisco. My goodness gracious, that was beautiful.
Now batting, the catcher, Luis.
And now bring up Luis Campusano. 1-for-1 single in the first inning. And we have to get this home crowd going. And did he go around? That curveball says yes, he did. It's strike 2. Now the count now 0-2. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Here's the 0-2. Down low as it hits the dirt. Now that's a ball. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Out up top on 2-2. Two and two. Down low, and that full count gets on there. Now on deck, Taylor Colway. 3-2 full count. Three and two. And that, oh my goodness. And that's strike 3 right there. And I was thinking that was going to be outside for a ball. And that's been ball 4. And Campusano goes down looking. Leading off, Taylor Colway. 0 for 1, strikeout in the first inning. And a 4-seam fastball is in there for a strike, 0-1. 2-1 our scores. We play the bottom half of inning number 4. Beautiful Sunday afternoon, picnic weather. Under a blue sky, sun shining. And we'll say you can't argue with the weather. Beautiful weather here in downtown Amarillo. Beautiful weather in Midland, Texas. Don't know what it's like in San Antonio right now. Guess a lot of times they get rain or storms, partly cloudy. But you can't beat nothing like this. This weather is just absolutely amazing for a baseball game, let me tell you. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is, and look out! That nearly took his nose off. My goodness. It was close to his face, and it nearly took his nose off. Good grief. And that's going to be fouled, and that count now 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that one gets fouled. Then the changeup. Still holding on. Still holding on for dear life. Here it is. Changeup outside on deck, Eric Heim. And 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2. And I get him. Swing and miss. And Burke gets his 6th strikeout on the mound for Frisco. And now bring up Eric Heim to the plate now. As he takes a 4-seam fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. He's a strikeout in the second, 0 for 1 during his first plate appearance. 0-1, here it is. Inside the zone. Now the count now 0-2. Burke, 19 balls, 37 strikes. His total count, 56 in this game here today. So pitch count is high, but not overly high. And that one will miss the outside on the curveball. Now the count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that would be strike 3 at the knees. And the side is retired. A run on the home run. We go to the top of the 5th. Frisco up front 2-1. Top of the 5th set to go, and stepping in the left fielder, Bubba Thompson. 4-seam fastball, now in the count 0-1. Top of the 5th, 2-1 our score. And that's going to be hit high, right to the first baseman. And he will reach out to make the play, and that's 1 away.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
Now I bring up the shortstop, Josh Morgan. 0 for 1, a strikeout in the 3rd inning. First pitch on its way. And that one's way too high. And the count now 1 ball, no strikes. One-0, here it is. In there for a 4-seam fastball. We'll even things up at 1-1. Time to give you a look of where everybody is playing on this final game here today. Amarillo versing off Frisco this afternoon. Midland at Corpus Christi. Do believe it's Arkansas versing Springfield today. And Tulsa versing off Northwest Arkansas. And now the changeup gets out there. Now the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1, here it is. And that's going to be lined. Colway makes the play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Yoni.
And now bring up the second baseman, Yanni Hernandez. 1-for-1, single in the third. First pitch on its way. And that's going to be well hit. And that's going to miss a home run. And that right there, oh my goodness, a 2-out double. And Frisco gets their third run at second. Let's give you your scores here. Corpus Christi and Midland. Bottom half of the third that just wrapped up, 7-1. And I gotta say, Corpus Christi just been on the really good side of whipping these teams into shape. They're trying to get themselves in the playoffs just like Amarillo is. Now the count now, 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs. Runner at second. Here in the top half of the fifth, 2-1 our score. 1-1. Outside that 4-seam fastball. Now the count now, 2 balls and a strike. Corpus Christi Rospus. And Midland playing their blue and green jerseys. Corpus Christi Rospus versing off the Rockhounds. And that's going to be well hit. The center fielder has his eyes on it. Makes the play, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 outs. Not too shabby. We go to the bottom half of the fifth on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Frisco up front 2-1.
Leading it off,
Chris Muriel, the designated bottom half of the fifth inning. Tying run up to the plate. And oh man, that one's going to be hit high. And he thought that was going to be a home run, but in that one case, it goes foul. The count now 0-1. And that's too high on that 4-seam fastball. Now make it 0-2. J.J. Matajevic for Corpus Christi. And gotta say, that right there. Now they stretched a lead. And they got up 9-1 in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Now bring up Lee Bloom. Bloom was a strikeout looking. And that's going to be hit high. Pop up chasing after it. The shortstop makes the catch, and that's 2 outs. So 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, number 89.
And now I bring up number 89, Manolo Cabufa, the shortstop for Amarillo today. 0 for 1. Corpus Christi 9-1. They got first to second with 2 outs. Frisco 2-1 here today. 0-1. Outside, that curveball will even things up at 1-1. One and one, here it is. Outside, that curveball, 80 miles an hour for a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1. And that's going to be hit high, and that will go foul. Lucky fan will get that one in right field today. Been having a lot of souvenirs and home runs here today. Fouled off again. Now the count now 2-2. And is still holding in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. And that's going to be lined to the first baseman, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top half of inning number 6, and Frisco still up there, 2-1.
Leading off for Frisco, the 3rd baseman, Josh Young.
And now bring up Josh Young. To start the top half of the 6th inning for Frisco here this afternoon. And that's going to be a high pop-up, chasing after it. The right fielder, he's going to make the catch. Oh my goodness. What a way to get up there on that Taylor Colway catch right there. My goodness gracious, what a fly out. Now bring in Nick Sifo, 0 for 2, a strikeout. Gotta say, I bet Taylor Colway's going to get a lot of high fives for that one. That right there was a distance covered as Colway just makes the catch and snatches that one out. Yeah, base hit. Runner at first. 1 out here, and now bring up Henry Ramos, 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. Now that right there, pretty good catch right there by Taylor Colway. Now the changeup, now the count 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, here it is. And that one's going to hit him. And oh my goodness.
Now batting, the center fielder, Julio Pablo Martino.
And we're going to get some time called here as here comes the manager. And Michelle Baez is going to be called to do the pitching here. So 1st and 2nd loaded up. After Emmanuel Ramirez drills the next leadoff batter. Give 1st and 2nd loaded. And 1 away here this afternoon. First pitch to the center fielder Julio Pablo Martinez as he meets Baez face to face. 4-seam fastball. Now the count 0-1. Beautiful afternoon. Corpus Christi getting some pretty good weather. I think San Antonio as well getting the nice sunshine weather. Everybody loves sunshine weather. It's beautiful to go out to a game and just enjoy yourselves.
Walker.
And I do gotta say, I think Corpus Christi and Midland have been seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings and scoring Top of the 6th, Corpus Christi in front 9-3 against the Rockhounds. The Fly Swatters, the Midland Fly Swatters. The Medessa people. 1-1, here it is. Four-seam fastball, now the count 2-1. Two and one, here it is. Outside, four-seam fastball, and now on deck, the left fielder, Bubba Thompson, in a three ball and one strike count. Three and one, here it is. Outside, ball four, and bases get loaded. And danger now, as that one just gets bad right there. So, my goodness gracious. Now here comes the left fielder, Bubba Thompson. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And a four-seam fastball. On the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Top half of inning number 6 in play here. And gotta say, that's a big fat right there. One-0, here it is. In there, the four-seam fastball. And now even things up at 1-1. Got Walker at first, Ramos on second, and Sifo at third. 2 outs. 1-1, here it is. Fouled off, and now the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. And that's going to be lined right in the center field. And they will escape the bases loaded jam as they strand 3. We go to the bottom half of the 6th. Frisco still up front 2-1. Now at the plate, the center fielder Dre Overstreet. 0 for 1, ground out in the 3rd inning. I say, good if we could try to get this game going. And hoping Amarillo can win 3 out of this 4-game series. Underway of the 6th inning as a four-seam fastball misses outside for the ball, 1-0. And there for a changeup. Now the count now 1-1. Just gotta love a beautiful Sunday afternoon, 85 degrees. Feels like it is 91 outside. Beautiful summer afternoon on this month of August. And that's gotta be well hit. Left fielder makes the play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Ivan Castillo.
Now bring in Ivan Castillo, hit by pitch in the 3rd inning, 0 for 1. 0 for 1 here this afternoon in today's game. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be lined right there. Oh no, he drops it. And the tying run is up at first. And they're finally getting base hits. And now bring in the next batter for Amarillo, Jackson Whitaker. as he takes a four-seam fastball outside. Now the count now 1-0. Solo home run in the fourth inning. Let's hope he could get another one here. The 1-0. Outside for a ball with a four-seam fastball. Now the count now 2-0. Delivery. Down low as the plot thickens, 3-0. And on deck now, the catcher, Luis Campusano. Up to the plate now. On deck circle, I should say. 3-0. Down low. And that four-seam fastball misses. And Burke just walks his first guy.
Luis Campusano.
Now bring in the catcher, Luis Campusano. First pitch on its way. In there, the cutter at the knees for a code strike one. And that's going to be fouled off. Now the count 0-2. First to second with one away here. Bottom of the sixth. Frisco 2-1. And got to say, this right here needs something really cool. Now the count now 1-2 strikes. And now over 80 pitches so far through Brock Burke. I do got to say, this guy getting tired. They may have to come and relieve him, and that'd be a curveball swung on and missed for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 15.
And now I bring up the right fielder, Taylor Colway. 0 for 2 and 2 strikeouts on him. Four-seam fastball, now the count 0-1. And it's in there to get him. And what was he thinking? That right there will hang him out to dry. Top of the seventh coming up, and Frisco still up front, 2-1. Top half of the seventh is stepping in the shortstop, Josh Morgan. Reads Michelle Baez. And they'll hit him to the hot corner, and they'll get the first out of the inning.
The batter, the second baseman, Yoni Hernandez.
And now I'll bring up the second baseman, Yoni Hernandez. Hernandez coming in this game here this afternoon. Two for 2 here this afternoon to Hernandez. Four-seam fastball. Now the count 1-0, no strikes. One and 0 delivery. Here it is. Outside that four-seamer. Now the count now 2-0. Two and 0. Four-seamer outside. Now the count now 3-0. Charles LeBlanc on deck for Frisco. 3-0 delivery. And there we go. Four-seam fastball. Now on the count 3 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1. And that's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I say he worked 3-0, and now he's 3-2. 3-2, here it is. And that's going to be lined. Colway makes the catch, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 12, Charles LeBlanc.
Now bring up Charles LeBlanc, 1 for 3, single and RBI. Top of the 7th, 2-1 our score. And that one's going to be lined to the second baseman. Can they get him? Yes, they will. And that right there will retire the inning. Gotta say, that guy was just racing down, and that gets him out hanging to dry. And we start up the bottom half of inning number 7. The right fielder, Taylor Colway, comes in. And we got some righties warming up in the Frisco bullpen. This game nearly finished here this afternoon under a beautiful evening. Beautiful sky, no clouds, clear, sun is out. RoughRiders Jacob Lemoyne and Art Warren. The righties warming up. One ball, no strike. Here it is, and that's outside the cutter. Tying run on the plate now. And got to say, the go-ahead is now coming on deck. Eric Heim. 3 balls and no strikes. Looking to get on base here. And that 4-seam fastball, now in the count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Burke right now, 87 pitches. And he's been in this game like no tomorrow. And that's a changeup. Now the count now 3 balls and 2 strikes, and now it'll be the count full. Three balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. And that's strike 3 called. And oh my goodness gracious, thought that was ball 4. And now Burke just fools him right there. And I thought that was going to be a ball 4 right there. But that is going to be it for Brock Burke here this afternoon. Wishing he could have stayed in a little bit longer, but the manager says, hey, go sit down. You've done a great job today. And he will be leaving this field. Now bring up Joe Barlow.
Number 64, Joe Barlow.
6'3", 195 pounds, age 24 prospect for Frisco here. Now stepping in, Eric Heim. 2 strikeouts now. He takes a 12-inch curve. Now the count 1-0. Bottom of the 7th, 2-1 our score. Nobody on. One ball and no strikes. Here it is. Down low in the dirt. And that's ball 2. Tying run at the plate now. Go ahead run on deck. And that's a 2-seam fastball. Now in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. And that's ball 3. And on deck now, the DH, Chris Muriel. Muriel will be the go-ahead run. 3 and 1. And that will load things at 3-2 on the four-seam fastball. And we've got another full count here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Down low, and that four-seam fastball, and Heim is now on base.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now bring up the designated hitter, Chris Muriel. 0 for 2 here in this game. Strikeout and grounded out. Base runner at first. 1 away here this inning. And that's down low, that four-seamer. Now the count now 1-0. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. Blue sky. Sun shining here in downtown Amarillo. Beautiful afternoon in Corpus Christi. They take on the Rockhounds. 1-1. Outside that four-seam fastball. Now the count now 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and 1. Outside ball 3. Deck now Lee Bloom. Grand Slam artist, I should say. Bloom. And Joe now down 3 balls and 1 strike, the count for the bottom half of the 7th inning. And that's in there, that four-seam fastball. Now things will be loaded up again. Three and 2. And that's a strikeout right there. Strike 3 called, and that's 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And now bring up the left fielder, Lee Bloom. Strikeout and pop out. And he takes a four-seam fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. Oh and 1, here it is. And oh my goodness. Thought that was going to be a hit right there that would lead over the wall. Instead, that one will be going to the left fielder for the 3rd out of the inning. Top of the 8th coming up, and 2-1 our score. Stepping in for the top half of the 8th, Josh Young.
The third baseman.
The third baseman, hot corner guy.
Young.
As we start the top half of the 8th inning. There are 6 outs left of this ball game to both sides, Amarillo and Frisco. And that's going to be hit right there to the hot corner man. Could they get him? Yes, they will. First out of the inning. And they're down to 5.
Now batting.
5 outs left. And now I bring up Nick Sifo. 1 for 3, single in the 6th inning. One for 3 here this afternoon. And that's going to be fouled. Now the count 0-1. Oh and 1 delivery. Outside that four-seam fastball. Now the count 1 ball and 1 strike. 8,596 fans have came out to today's ball game. Not too bad. Four-seam fastball and a swing and a miss. Now the count now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. And that's going to get fouled off. 99 miles an hour. My goodness. That right there. Just a fastball. One and 2. Here it is. And that's going to be popped up. Right at the first baseman. Gets his eyes on it. makes the play, and that will be the second out of the inning.
Batting, right fielder, Henry Ramos.
And now bring up Henry Ramos. Hit by pitch in the 6th inning, 0 for 2. Here in this game this afternoon. Here's the pitch. Here we go. Outside that four-seam fastball. Now the count 1-0. One and 0. And that's going to be line drive. That's got to be extra trouble right there. And what a way right there. That will be a 2-out double right there.
Now batting.
And potential third run for Frisco. And the Wings at second. Now bring up the center fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez. Solo home run in the 2nd. And that gets him. And oh my goodness.
Now batting, designated hitter.
That right there, just costly decision right there. Now bring up the designated hitter, Steele Walker. Guess they did not want to pitch to Julio Pablo Martinez as he was hit by pitch, gets walked to first. 0 for 2 here today. 29 pitches by Michel Baez. And four-seam fastball. Now the count 2 balls and no strikes. Going to have some time called here as here comes the manager. And they're going to make a pitching change and now bring up Elliot Ashbeck.
Please. Now pitching.
Ashbeck coming in.
Ashbeck.
Got first to second. 6'3", weight 220 pounds, and age 26. Comes in. 4 guys retired in the pitching lineup. Elliot Ashbeck is the 4th guy as he greets the designated hitter, Steele Walker. And that's going to be lined right into center. And he will catch that one for the final out of the inning. So a good way of working out a potential trouble. We go to the bottom half of the 8th coming up. And Frisco still up there, 2-1. Jacob Lemoyne, 6'5", 220 pounds, age 26, comes to do the pitching for the bottom half of the 8th inning. And hoping he could try to get this one to the top half of the 9th.
Not shortstop, number 89.
Without any trouble coming in, and now bring up the shortstop, Manolo Capufa. And that's going to be lined, and that's going to be hit. And the catcher will get that one for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
So 1 pitch, 1 out, and that's going to be a costly decision right there. Bring up the center fielder, Dre Overstreet, 0 for 2, fly out and ground out here this afternoon. Don't forget, Taco Tuesday is Taco Villa Tuesday. You'll get your coupons after today's game for crispy tacos on Tuesday, August 6th, as we will give those out after tonight's game. And that's going to be a 2-seam fastball now, the count 0-2. Dre Overstreet looking to get in and try to get this one going. Down low in the dirt. Now the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that slider is out there. Now the count now 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. down low, and that count goes full. Now 3-2 on deck. Ivan Castillo for Amarillo. Coming in, tying run at the plate. Go ahead on deck. 3-2. And that's going to be lined right, a base hit. And that right there going to try to get the home crowd going. And they're going to try to get up in here in the bottom half of the eighth. They'll have the top half of the ninth to deal with. If they could come around and score. And another win here tonight will be the result of 3 games they will win in this 4-game set. Two-seam fastball, now the count 1-1. 1-1, here it is. Down low, that four-seamer. Now the count now 2-1. Two to 1 our score. Bottom of the eighth. 1 out, 1 on. And Castillo up here. And 3-1. On deck now, Jackson Whitaker. Whitaker coming on. 1 for 2 to Castillo. Three and 1 delivery. Up top, and now be a 3-2 full count. Looking to get things going here. 3-2 full count. And here's a 3-2. And that one gets fouled off. Holding on tight for a 3-2 full count now. Base runner at first, 1 out. Lined right over there, a base hit. And they really got something going. You got the tying run at third, the go-ahead at second. And my goodness, base hits are coming in. And that right there, another base hit will draw in the tie. And they're going to try to get this one going. And that one's going to be fouled. Now the count now 0-1. Whitaker was 1 for 2, a solo home run in the 4th inning. Lemoyne in trouble now, as he has second and third to deal with. And that one's going to get foul. Now Whitaker trying to get a base hit here, and hoping that he's going to. 0-2. Outside that four-seam fastball. Now the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Game on the line, I will say, on this Sunday afternoon. Trying to win the finale of this series. And that four-seam fastball gets fouled off. 95 miles an hour. Now the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Still holding on. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled off again, that changeup, 84 miles an hour. Keep fouling them off, young man. That confuses the crud out of him. I will say that to him. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it is. Up top on that 2-2 and the four-seam fastball. Pitch count now 20 so far for Jacob Lemoyne. 2-2. And that one gets fouled off, trying to hit something here. And he's still holding on for deal. And swung on and miss. And that'd be the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Art Warren is coming out now to do the pitching and relief. And gotta say, he's got second and third to worry about. And Warren in deep doo-doo now. Bottom of the eighth, second and third with 2 outs. Outside the slider. Now the count now 1 ball and no strikes. Hoping to win this one here this afternoon. Swung on and missed, and now they'll even things up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Here it is. Swung and missed in the curveball, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. So my goodness gracious, hope he could get something high. And that's strike 3 called, and he went around, and that will be the side retired. So second and third gets loaded up, and no runs come across the score. We head to the top of the 9th, and now bring in the left fielder, Bubba Thompson. Facing Elliot Ashbeck. And Amarillo look like they got a plan. They got to get to the bottom half of the 9th inning. 2-1 our score. And hoping they got 3 outs to come back and rally. Rally the big win, I should say. 0-1, here it is. And that slider is outside. Now the count now 1-1. 1-1 delivery. Here it is. And that slider is outside. Now the count now 2-1. I want to thank fans that have came out to this ball game this afternoon. And if you enjoyed a lot of what's been going on through this whole year, I mean, it's really good that we remember all the wins that we just took.
Now batting.
Amarillo in the playoffs after the regular season is finished. And now bring up Josh Morgan, a shortstop, 0 for 3, ground out in the 7th inning. 2 outs left for Frisco, 3 for Amarillo. 4-seam fastball as he goes around. Now the count now 0-1. Want to remind our fans that we will be back here at home on Monday, August 13th as we take our final 4 games against the Midland Rockhounds. We'll have our doubleheader beginning on Tuesday night, August 14th. And then wrapping up this 4-game set on Thursday, August 15th. Gotta say, can't wait to see Midland coming, and that's going to be line. Colway getting this one, makes it 2 outs. So they got 2 outs, and Colway getting that one. And now bring up Yanni Hernandez. 2 for 3, a double and a single. Now the count now 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to be line foul right and right. 0-2. Here it is. Down low, that 4-seamer. Now the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 delivery. And that's strike 3 called, and that gets him as the side is quickly retired. We go to the bottom half of the 9th, and Amarillo, 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. 2-1 our score.
Your attention, please.
DeMarcus Evans, 6'4", 270 pounds, and age 23, will come and get the save here. Potentially get the save. Stepping in, Taylor Colway, 0 for 3, strikeout in the 7th.
Taylor.
And hoping to get a base hit here. And the slider is outside for the ball, 1-0. Beautiful Sunday afternoon, blue sky. And don't you just love days like this? Every Sunday game. Don't forget next Sunday, Amarillo at Frisco for that final game of the 4-game series. And then returning home Monday night, August 13th, playing the Midland Rockhounds. 2-1, here it is. And that's going to be a base hit right there. And the tying run is on base now. And the go-ahead run is coming up. Winning run coming up now. And they are looking to get a home run that will finish this thing. Slider. Now the count now 1-0. Eric Keim, 0 for 2, walk in the 7th. Sod Poodles looking to get this one going with a home run that will end this game and send the fans home happy. And that's going to be fouled off. I thought that was going to be fair. Instead, that one gets foul. And now the count now 1-1. Down low, that four-seamer. And now the count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Evans already on his 7th pitch of this save situation here. 2-1 delivery. And that right there is going to be a base hit. Oh my goodness gracious. And the winning run is at second. And they got something going here. And they got one more base hit to get things going. Oh my goodness gracious. And I think the manager just told his guys, hey, wake up. We need to win this one. And the home crowd going crazy, and now bring in the DH, Chris Muriel. 0 for 3, strikeout in the 7th. Looking to walk this one off. 2nd and 3rd now. And Frisco in serious trouble now. No outs, 2nd and 3rd. And did he go around? No, he didn't. It's ball 1. Muriel 0 for 3 here in this game. Got to say, a winning moment here could come. And swung on and missed, and now 1-1. Bottom half of the 9th, no outs. 2nd and 3rd, 2-1 our score. And the crowd should go crazy. And that one gets fouled off. Now the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball and 2 strikes. And that's going to be lined. And they're going to tag up. And they won't get them. And that will tie up the ball game. And forget about being eliminated. And now bring up Lee Bloom. Grand Slam master, I should say. Gotta say, he was a Grand Slam in one of those games here in this series. Just puts the ding in the ding-dong, I will say. Ding dong, knock knock, hello there, who is it? It's your worst nightmare coming to haunt you later. Lee Bloom gets a base hit, sacrifice fly. And that will win this ball game, definitely for sure. bring in a knock, and that will bring in the winning run from third. 0-1. Up top, that four-seam fastball. Now the count now 1-1. Game on the line for Frisco. They are in serious trouble now. But I will say probably too much late for them. Slider. Now the count now 1-2 gets him out swinging. And Lee Bloom was a strikeout situation. 1-2. Here it is. Outside the slider. Now even things up at 2-2. 2-2 delivery. Swung on and miss. And they'll get him, and that's the second out of the inning. And if we got extra baseball here for you tonight.
89.
And now bring up Manolo Capufa, the shortstop. Base hit to draw in the runner from third. And that's down low as a two-seam fastball. On the count now 1-0. Looking to get this game over with as a base hit that will draw in the winning run from third. Hoping that will happen. A miracle always happens in a winning moment. And that's going to go foul. The count now 2-1. 2-1. Here it is. Up top on 3-1. And on deck now, Dre Overstreet. Three and 1. And that gets fouled for a 3-2 full count. Three and 2. And swung on and miss, and we got extra baseball coming. We go to the top half of the 10th coming up. And we are deadlocked at 2. We are into and stepping in, Charles LeBlanc, 1 for 4, single and RBI.
Number 12, Charles LeBlanc.
Looking to keep this one to the bottom half of the 10th. Change up in there for a strike, 0-1. Well, this has been the game for you, I will say it. 2-2 our score. We are in the top half of the 10th inning. And 1 run can win it. If Amarillo could get to the bottom half of inning number 10 and try to get out of this game. And oh my goodness, that's going to be a base hit. And he's only going to get a single out of this thing.
The third baseman.
That's going to be a 1-out, no-out single. And now bring up Josh Young. Four-seam fastball now on the count, 0-1. Thinking the game was going to be done in the bottom half of the 9th, but Amarillo gets things tied up at 2-2. Swing and miss at the knees. Now the count now 0-2. My goodness, they get him fooled right there, and gotta say that right there, the biggest surprise you can ever see in a baseball game is hitters getting fooled, like no doubt. And that's going to be well hit. Chasing after it, the center fielder makes the play, and that's 1 down. So 2 outs, and Amarillo could come back and rally. Now bring up Nick Sifo, 1 for 4, single in the 6th inning. Takes a 4-seam fastball in there for a strike, 0-1. And on the, oh my goodness gracious. Right there, a error on that play. Base hit.
Right fielder, Henry.
And I thought that was going to be a double play situation. And now bring up Henry Ramos. Yeah, first and second now. Game on the line. 1 for 3, double in the 8th inning. And I gotta say, they gotta look out and be extra cautious. Because if they don't, they could lose this one. 3 outs left for Amarillo. 1-1. Fouled off on the 4-seam fastball. Now the count now 1-2. The count now 2-2. And that's going to be popped up. Chasing after it. First baseman makes the catch, 2 down. So 1 out to get out of this.
The batter, the center fielder, Julio Pablo Martinez.
And now bring up Julio Pablo Martinez. Up to the plate now. The center fielder today for this game. And that's going to be a 4-seam fastball. Now the count 1-0. Hoping that this game can soon get over with. I think Amarillo can come back and try to get this one. And that's going to be hit to the right fielder. And Colway will get out of this inning unscathed. And if there was a error, let's check. And Steph, go to the bottom half of the 10th coming up. And we're deadlocked at 2. Okay, there was no errors. Leading off the bottom half of the 10th inning here in extra innings. Dre Overstreet, the center fielder. Takes a slider, now in the count, 1-0. Winning run on the base here. And looking to get this one going. 1 ball, no strike. Here it is. And that's going to be hit. Chasing after it, the center fielder. Makes the play. 1 down. Out right there.
Ivan Castillo.
And now bring in Ivan Castillo. 2 for 3, double and a single. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be, is it going to get down? Yes, it's going to get down. That's going to be a base hit right in the center. Winning run now at first. And now bring in Gene Casanova for Frisco as he does the pitching duties here.
Number 30, Gene
6'3", 181 pounds, age 22. Comes in to get this one under control and get it to the top half of the 11th. Pitch out here, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. Jackson Whitaker, solo home run in the 4th inning, 1 for 3. Yeah, I clear my throat for a little bit. Here's a pitch. And that's going to be a base hit. Now the winning run at second now. Base hit after base hit. Hope can still prevail. Light at the end of the tunnel. It's always a good way, good term to say it that way. Don't forget your Taco Villa tickets at the end of this game. And did he go around? No, he didn't. That's ball one. Luis Campuzano 1 for 4 here today. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness gracious. Look at this ball. It is gone. A home runner. A 3-run homer. What a walk-off. My goodness gracious. Man. Ball game over. And that series comes to an end. What a win. Oh my goodness, and a celebration is going out there. And Amarillo will take a third of this 4-game series with a walk-off 3-run homer. Surprising. Santa Maria. And fans just go home happy on this Sunday afternoon. What a way to end a weekend series. And Frisco manager just going nuts. I gotta say, here's Jackson Whitaker, the player of the game, who takes this game and takes the win. And gotta say, just look at this guy. He's our top player of the game. What a way to finish this game off. 5-2 the final as we wrap up this weekend series. Elliot Ashback will take the win for Amarillo. Loss will go to DeMarcus Evans for Frisco. The save will go to nobody. What a way to end this game. And for more, go to theshownation.com. We will be back to tell you the final scores of this game.
For the RoughRiders, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
3 hours and 41 minutes here on this Sunday afternoon here in downtown Amarillo. Well, Amarillo is 2 hours on the road. They head to Midland for a 3-game series. Gotta say, this will be the final 3 games of the regular season for Amarillo and Midland. And then after that, don't forget, the Frisco RoughRiders will have 4 games. They will have 3 more at Amarillo, beginning on Friday night, August 16th, for another weekend baseball. And gotta say, that right there will get them going. What a way to end a weekend here in downtown Amarillo, as Amarillo will take 3 of the 4-game series. A walk-off 3-run home run, as that will be the result of this game. And that was a pretty good ball game. I'm not going to lie to you there. Jackson Whitaker was a 2 for 4, a home run, and an RBI. Win goes to Elliot Ashbeck. DeMarcus Evans takes the loss for the RoughRiders here today. And now we go to your final line scores. First for the victorious Amarillo Sod Poodles, 5 runs on 10 hits, no errors. For Frisco, 2 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Time of our ball game recorded at 3 hours and 41 minutes of the weekend here on this Sunday afternoon. Gotta say, it was a beautiful day, and hope all of y'all will come back on Monday night, August 13th, as we take on the Midland Rockhounds for a 4-game series. For all of us here, we hope that y'all have a great time, and make sure that you follow us over as we play the Midland Rockhounds beginning on Monday night. So for more, don't forget to check out TexasLeagueBaseball.com. Also follow us here on JBakerVlogs, where the game is always going on. Well, for all of us here, hope y'all have a great and awesome night, and we will see y'all Monday, August 13th, as we take on the Midland Rockhounds for a 4-game series. Have a good day, everybody.